Austin ISD school board members are trying to find a way out of the district's budget crisis.
Declining enrollment and hefty payments to the state have left AISD with nearly $30 million in a budget shortfall this year and even worse deficits forecast for the future. KXAN's Alyssa Goard is at the meeting tonight where they're discussing potential cuts, including some school closures. Alyssa?
That's right, Sydney and Robert. They're talking about what many different budget cuts in different areas could potentially look like. Here's a look at what they're talking about this evening. Staffing reductions due to a drop in enrollment. The district estimates that would save over $3 million, then a 5% cut in school supplies across the board. Also, a revised health employee plan and eliminating the partial pay for extended and maternity leave. Now, we actually heard from an employee who's worried about the last cut. She's expecting and was planning to use the partial pay benefit on her maternity leave soon. The board is also just starting the conversation about how to close some schools and redraw boundary lines. A task force recently recommended that each school closure would save more than $1 million, but Education Austin says they're going to close. Education Austin says if they're going to close schools, they need to talk openly about it now.
We just want to see clarity and honesty in its words. If you're looking at closures, don't tell me you have a list months down the road. You know what you're looking at now. Let's talk about that now instead of in the middle of the summer when everybody's going to be gone and communication is going to be next to impossible. Let's start talking with the ugly truth now and move forward.
We do not have a list because we're going to really look at different scenarios and look at different criteria to evaluate every single school in our district to see what do they have, what don't they have, and so that we can look possibly regionally at what are the needs there so that our community has access and to as many programs as possible, as close to their homes as possible.
And again, no decisions will be made tonight. This is only talking about what could happen. A vote about the 2019-2020 budget will happen in June. That is also when the district says that we could start hearing about which particular schools could be impacted by either those closures or redrawing of the boundary lines. Back to you.